Time to shop.
Time to shop.
Okay, so in terms of shopping,
Yes.
do you do the shopping yourself or is it your wife normally?
We both do it. Sometimes we go together.
Yeah.
Sometimes
We'll go down this
she'll
way.
go or I'll go. We'll have a list. We kind of know. We know what we like.
You know what you like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We like pretty much the same things.
Yeah.
There are some things that she won't have or I'll like, but we pretty much love the same stuff.
Is there like an item that you have to get at Nature's Emporium, like when you come in, like you must have it?
Oh, well, there's certain things like almond butter. I gotta have I gotta have my organic almond butter.
And what do you do with the almond butter? Smoothies, toast, what is it?
It'll be sometimes smoothies, toast, usually with a spelt bread, because I try to stay away from wheat, not because I have issues with gluten, but I tend to puff out like the Pillsbury Doughboy. So it's wheat and corn I gotta stay away from.
You gotta be careful.
My wife loves corn, she has no problem with it. She was Mexican, her body takes in the maíz and she eats it like...
She's good.
Yeah, she loves it.
So you lived in Mexico for how long?
12 years.
12 years.
Yeah,
and so
12
you were
years.
coaching there?
Helping some kids out, just a little bit, but I was still, for the first few years there, I was still touring. I was 10 months out of the year on the road.
Wow.
And I wanted a place where it wasn't cold and that I could hang my hat and hang
I
out. So it was
understand.
great. It was one of the best places ever. And
Can imagine.
I met my wife after. A lot of people thought I moved there because of her, but we met, I was already 7 or 8 years there already.
And she's
before.
also a figure skater, right?
Figure skater from Mexico,
very
which
cool.
is sort of oxymoron,
Yeah,
kind of
I
weird,
know. I was
but
like, wow. Let's talk a bit about how you became so intuitive. We'll want to go over to maybe the water area too,
absolutely.
because I know there's a big part of it for you. Where did it start for you in terms of the actual fuel?
Yeah, like the big thing, it was a huge process for me on this journey of understanding food and intake. And the big thing was my skin. That's what it all started. And what it was, I had really bad cystic acne. Right into my 30s, even when I met my wife, I still had it.
You are a 3-time world champion.
Yep.
2-time silver medalist.
At Olympics, yeah.
And a 7-time Canadian champion.
Yes.
Okay, that's right? Did I
Yeah,
memorize
perfect.
That?
Yeah, it was awesome.
So, knowing that, like when it comes to your performance and you're going into, like you're preparing for the Olympics, what does fueling look like? What does eating look like? What does training look like? Like, take me back there.
Food becomes like, you just eat. Like at that level, like I couldn't eat enough, I would lose weight.
Yeah.
Like you eat 4,000, 5,000, 6,000 calories a day and I'd still lose weight.
We got to get your almond butter. I'm going to put that in your cart.
Yeah.
Put that right in your cart.
This is the one I want.
That's the one.
Perfect.
It becomes like a full-time job just to fuel.
I was very
your body.
lucky because my mom was great. She knew exactly what I needed. And she always got her, and even back then, it was easier to get stuff that was, I guess, I don't know, some stuff was really clean, and then she just knew what to get. She made the pasta from scratch.
She like handmade pasta.
Handmade pasta.
Oh my goodness.
Like everything was made from scratch.
And you had probably the chickens in your coop.
Yeah.
You probably used the eggs for the pasta. So everything had like high vibration because it was created by your mother.
And my mom's intention for me to succeed. So it had that,
oh, this is amazing.
that energy.
Yeah.
Right? So
it transfers. It transfers.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, Olympic diet, your mother's making your food from a loving place and you're growing it like truly.
Yeah,
like that's
that was we all were on the same page, going towards the same direction. My dad working so hard as a landscaper, putting food on the table and money to for me to compete and skate and train and pay bills. And my mom, it worked well. We had a team, and that was the thing. And I learned so much from her on that.
So you got your black belt at age 16, and I know with your performances, like you carried a lot of martial arts and rock and roll and just so much amazing music. Like
I wasn't into the coach that I had back in the day, Mrs. Burka. She was like quintessential classic style. I mean, she trained Taller Cranston. I had that music when I was a young kid, and then later on I was like, this is not quite.
That's not you,
it's
right?
It's not me. I want to. Yeah. I was more earthy, grounded. Like, it's like if you're looking at a Fred Astaire dancer, and then you had Gene Kelly who's down here.
Totally.
You know what I mean? That's the feeling I had, and I was like, how do I, go with that? Bring that in, and then martial arts, doing the kung fu later, which was really what I applied with my instructor, and that the Bruce Lee story program that really changed everything for me. But that was kind of what gave me the direction to really trust who I was. It was a vehicle to showcase who I was, and then from there, my personality came out, and it allowed me to
Your
to
authenticity.
Authenticity, exactly.
Yes.
It's like the coach that I had, my choreographer. It's like peeling an onion.
Totally.
You just got to take layers off, and then eventually you find the core, and that's you. What I do, it's not who I am. Skating is what I do. I do a bunch of different things, so it allows me to be good at anything because I allow myself to be good at anything else.
Right. And inner confidence is what can drive any aspect of whatever you choose to do. Your acting.
Yes.
You do motivational speaking.
Yep.
I mean, and you are just an incredible person, obviously, overall.
Oh,
so
thank
whatever
you.
you do, you're putting that energy into it. But it's so true, especially when we're young and we're building, we get our confidence from our accomplishments. I could talk to you for hours and hours. We need to get some food in your cart.
Yeah.
So have you tried the Nutiva one?
Yes, that
Have
one's
you?
good. Yes,
You like
that
this
one's
one?
good.
Okay,
Yeah,
there's a
that
couple
one's
of them. Also, this is a chickpea butter. You tried this? You have to try this.
okay.
So I want you to grab both of them. This
Okay.
is the original. Do you want to have the Nutiva one too?
good. Yes.
So classic or dark?
Classic.
Yeah, you like
Yeah,
the
yeah,
milk one.
yeah,
Okay. You like the butters, you have them on bread sometimes,
Yep.
and then you have smoothies. I want to know what's in your smoothie.
Yes.
Tell me, I'm a smoothie
All right.
queen.
In the morning, which I just had.
Do you want to go this way? Do you want to go to supplements?
we'll go this way.
Okay. Do you put protein powder in your smoothie?
Nope.
Oh, now I'm really curious
Nope,
to
I
know what
don't-
goes
yeah,
in
yeah.
the smoothie.
Yeah, yeah. So the smoothie that I have starts with snow fungus,
Sorry.
tremella,
Tremella.
snow fungus.
I didn't know that was the
Chinese, that's the original Chinese snow fungus. Then from there I throw a banana in, a little vanilla, honey, and then I have blueberries,
Okay.
wild blueberries, and mixed berries. That's the big thing for me. I'm a
Okay.
berry guy.
You like your
I throw the
berries.
berries in there, mix it all together, and that's what I have in the morning.
And so you still skate almost every day,
Pretty
right?
much, yeah.
Throughout the week, you're
Yeah.
skating. So, and what does that look like for you in your schedule?
Well, I try to stay I'm not doing all the big stuff like I used to, but I'm still doing jumping, triple jumps and stuff like that, and then running programs like running solos just to stay in shape for cardio. That's my
Yeah.
weak point. What was really cool to have verification was all of what my instinct was aiming for
Was correct.
and wanting was correct. It was zoning right in with berries and gamey meats and all that. That's why I was talking about I'd like to get some rabbit. I'd like to get some,
Yeah.
that stuff and just
Great confirmation when you feel intuitively you know, and then someone says, yep, it's
Yeah.
true. What
Yeah.
a great feeling to know that you can trust yourself. I think it's about building trust with your own body. I would say it's a trust relationship. So if
Yes.
you give your body the right, tools to do what it needs to do, then it works for you best. When it comes to the core of your diet, the produce and the meat, are you how big of a veggie eater are you? Are you constantly eating veggies?
I eat more fruit than veggies, more
Okay.
berries and stuff.
Right.
But if I do have vegetables, I love beets.
Okay. Well, they're
Huge.
high sugar.
Yeah.
Would make sense for
Yeah.
what you need to do.
Yeah, so-
and also the nitrate in it too would be opening to blood vessels.
Yeah,
Right?
so it's really, really beneficial. So I get cravings for beets. My wife does them like lime, sea salt. The whole
Oh,
we
so
do it that
good.
way. A lot of root vegetables,
Again,
carrots. Yeah.
concentrated energy. Okay, so let's go and get you some beets
Okay.
for sure. And so purple beets, golden beets. There's
Purple.
also some other beets I think we have as well.
Yeah, usually the purple ones.
The ones that really stain your fingers.
Yeah. And
What about the beet greens? Do you eat the stems as well?
not the stems. We just
They're so good.
are they? How do you?
You can just eat them you can saute them up,
Really?
or let's get a bigger one here, and then
Oh, that's
maybe
perfect.
your
Okay,
wife can
that's something I'm gonna
send you a
look
recipe.
into.
Yeah,
Done. Radishes.
radish. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Maybe some
radishes.
radishes. These are so good for kidney, liver, asparagus.
Yeah, we always have asparagus. So
I'll grab another bag for this.
okay.
What about avocado?
Always. Always. Yeah.
The best.
My wife's Mexican.
Oh, of course.
Guacamole.
Well, actually, there's a couple tricks I have with avocado. You snip the top if you're in a rush, like
Yep.
I was a busy mom on the go,
Yep.
and just eat it from squeeze it into my mouth. Anything else in this section that you want?
Not in this section, but I was gonna grab some spinach.
Let's get your spinach. Do you like
Yeah.
the baby? Do you like the big?
Yeah.
Baby?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm all for the baby too.
Yeah.
So strawberries are big for you.
Yeah.
You love your strawberries. What is your favorite berry?
My favorite berry
Yeah.
is a toss-up between blueberries.
Oh, it's a tie.
Yeah. Blueberries and raspberries. My
Okay.
favorite.
Blueberries and
Yeah.
raspberries.
And a very
Okay.
close second right there are strawberries.
Okay, so
Yeah,
we'll
yeah.
get your second here.
Yeah.
And then so we grab you a couple of each one then.
Yeah. That'd be perfect.
And then you also like frozen, and I think that's a really good point, is that we often think that frozen is not as good, but we might lose a little vitamin C, but still so many benefits to having it frozen.
I eat so much of it anyways.
Yeah.
I still get like
You get a ton of vitamin C
I make
anyway.
a huge in my blend tech. I'm like it's massive.
It's like a sorbet at that
Yeah,
point.
exactly.
Let's face it. So would you say that you have meat with almost every meal then?
Almost.
Okay.
And it's sometimes it can be like just a meat dinner, just because the body's like,
Yeah, you just
I need that. Yeah. But other times it'll be smaller amounts. It just depends on what my body's feeling. Like if
Okay.
I've had like I can tell when I've amped up my training, or during the week I felt really good and I'm like expending energy, and all of a sudden I'm like, I hit a wall. I'm like, oh, I need protein. Like
You need it. Grass-fed beef?
Yeah, grass-fed, it's like it's the go-to if we're making like tacos at home. I'll just come up with a type of spice. I'll mix stuff together and just try things.
Good.
And then I just throw it in a pan, and then we make tacos out of it.
Amazing.
And, yeah.
So more ground, or what would you normally reach for there?
Usually the ground stuff.
Yeah. Something
Bison.
else, right? Okay, so let's get you some bison.
Oh, yeah. Green ostrich, yeah, I haven't had that in a while. So bison.
And then there's the venison,
elk,
ostrich.
Haven't had ostrich in a while. That's really good.
Grab some.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah?
They're Norwegian, yeah.
Super good. And then what about the char or trout? What are you?
I usually flip salmon or tuna.
Salmon or
I'm
tuna?
Really simple.
Is it because of taste, or is it because?
Salmon because of the oil.
Okay. Put in your
Yeah,
cart.
those are the things that
Love it.
Goat cheese.
Okay.
Feta. I kind of stick with that, and then the odd time, like the Oaxaca cheese we make with for the tortillas. I kind of base it like I can still have cheese, but I don't have too much of it.
Okay.
Because I can feel like if I had like have kefir or something like that, I'm
You
already
know your balance in the day. I understand.
50% deficit already. By the time I step on the ice, the lactate, everything, the body's I'm already done. I go
Your
to train.
body is a machine, and you totally understand what that feels like when you need what you need. So can I show you my favorite goat cheese?
Yes.
Okay, let's go over there. So I have a few favorites. One is the aged cheddar by Great Lakes. Have you tried this cheddar one before? I feel like it is a yummy one. It's very yummy cheese.
Awesome.
And then honeybee's really cute. So they come in the little snacks, the little squares, and
nice.
it's honey in with the goat cheese. And I feel like for you,
yeah.
you might love this.
That would be great.
Show me an example of a good post-skate meal.
For me, getting everything back into the muscles.
Okay.
So you got like, of course, you want the proteins and stuff for repair, especially if it's a really hard workout.
Right.
So my body will gravitate towards like a chili.
Okay.
Like more of a fill. But what's really good is the
Sweet potato.
Sweet potato. It's a grounding food, and it's a comfort food. It also fills you up.
It does. Yeah.
Without making you
feel heavy.
Exactly.
Yes,
That's the thing,
yes.
especially with skating, you don't want to be feeling
You
heavy.
always want to feel light on your feet, I'm sure, right?
Exactly, yeah, exactly.
Those fats are key, right?
It's a huge thing. That's like, it's the distance. We always say with the distance, like for short bursts, you're looking at sugars, glycogen. Medium bursts, you're looking at proteins. Long distance, you're looking at the fats, and that's where
it really sustains you.
And I burn up so much so quickly, and then I can feel it. I'm going and going and going, and then I peter out.
And then you
and
crash.
then I crash, and then I'm like, and it's not like it comes back instantaneously. That's why you have to kind of stay on top of it every single day.
Yeah.
Because it takes usually 2 to 3 days to fully recover. That's what's so hard about doing professional athletics is really when you train hard, it takes 3 days to recover. And again, trying to get organic the best you can to get all the minerals and vitamins you can out of it, because we're expending so much, our body's trying to repair.
Yeah.
And then in just the regular stuff, you're not getting enough.
No.
As we know, it's like, I think the tomato has like 7% of the nutritional value it had from like 1950 or something.
And when you choose organic and you have the quality, at least you're getting so much closer to those nutrients, right? You're gaining more from it.
Exactly.
And you do feel the difference. I mean, you really do feel the difference when you have that fuel versus, the alternative.
Absolutely.
It's a night and day.
Really good combo right there is the Choco avocado smoothie.
Love it.
Because you've got avocado for the fats, The banana, I've got my potassium.
Got your energy.
Yeah, energy, chia seeds, of course.
Fiber,
cacao.
omegas.
Yeah,
Yeah.
coconut milk. That's what I if I'm having an oatmeal. It's
No,
always,
coconut milk.
yeah, I do, or almond milk.
Okay, cheers.
Cheers.
This has been so much fun.
Thank you.
Thank you for all your wisdom and spending this time with me at Nature's Emporium. Can't wait to see you back here again soon.
I've learned so much, so thank you. This is awesome.
High fives.
High five. Thank you.